Appreciate the
Um, anyway, so welcome to our tribe rally. As we were kind of talking about, the whole point of the tribe kickoff pep rally is really just to talk and be an encouragement to one another before we head into the week. It's a chance to set your goals, put your goals out there so that we can say like, hey, I haven't seen you one time in the tribe this week. What's going on? It's just leveling up your game. And if you have questions about food or whatever, this is like the best place to bring it. So that's kind of the whole premise of Tribe Rally. And I kind of wanted to share, just as we are coming off a summit and what's kind of coming through the pipeline, I did send out an email with pretty much all the announcements. I don't think there was anything else that came out on the closing ceremony, right? I didn't miss any.
I didn't watch the closing.
I know, I don't think so. But I know there is one question, and I'm going to cover a couple things just for people that have asked questions that are our coaches on our team. The bike that's coming out in September is not the same bike that you can buy through MYX right now. Now, does that mean that you couldn't use a bike that you currently have and do the Beachbody workouts with it? Absolutely, you totally could. But if you're looking for the full Beachbody experience, that bike will be a Beachbody loaded bike. So it will have, the screen will be Beachbody, all the programs will be uploaded onto it. So it will be very specific to Beachbody and MYX. So I just kind of wanted to cover that because a lot of people are like, I'm ready to go buy it. I want to buy it. I want to buy it. And it's like, I think that you're probably better off waiting. And we do get a discount when they do go on sale as a coach. So there is something, to take, that is, something to think about when you're ready to go and buy them, if you are going to buy them. So I wanted to cover that. And then the other thing, was the other thing that I wanted to cover. Oh, so as we were, a couple of us were together this past weekend in Gatlinburg and at Summit, and we kind of made a couple decisions. And I hope that this is something that we'll build upon and will grow and grow and grow. But as we were together and we were, our virtual gym that we work out in the morning has really grown into a community that is thriving, and it really does break down the wall of the virtual internet. And then of course you get together and it's like, these people are the people that you've, known forever. And there is something really special about going into war with your health and fitness with other people. I think that is the missing piece for most people. It's funny, I actually came across a post the other day, and I think she's like a CrossFitter. I don't know what she does, but she said that it was like her going through her routine, and she, she's like lunging around her kids' scooters, and her kids are sometimes working out, sometimes fighting. And anyway, she goes through the whole thing of like, my workouts don't look perfect every day. And sometimes they look like this. And sometimes I'm disciplining. Sometimes I'm, I have to clean up. I have to stop. I have to do all these things. And she said, and sometimes it's really lonely. And I'm working out and I wonder if there's anyone else working out in the world. And it was actually really touching me, the post, till I got to that point. And I was like, well, what a sad thought. Like, I was so sad for this girl, because I was like, you don't have to be alone. And I'm sure she isn't. I'm sure she has, people or whatever. But in that moment, I was thinking like, that is the one thing I never feel like I'm alone in my health and fitness world. And I feel like that's what gives me the encouragement to keep going. That's what gives me the motivation to keep showing up. Because, when you log into Beachbody and you see that 11,000 people are working out, that's rad. And then if you do hop in the virtual gym and there's 6 other girls working out, that's even more. And I will tell you, the game, the energy and the work, like how much harder I work now that I work out with girls online, is back up to the level of how I would work out when I was in a gym. Because I am a gym girl. I love the energy of a class. There is nothing better. And so, but that's just not my reality right now, and probably won't be for a very long time. So this is the next best thing. Like, this is it. This is the best thing. And so, how can we keep pouring into this tribe, into this community? And one of the things that we all kind of decided was if we had a first quarter retreat. And, you know, it doesn't, I think what's kind of neat and maybe different about our team is we are made up of so many different people that do different things. You know, yes, there are people who are Beachbody coaches and run the Beachbody business and they sell the stuff and they, you know, whatever. Then there's people who literally just are there for the discount because they love Shakeology and they love Energize and they want to be the first people to do the programs and they love the community. I want to create a community that people want to be a part of. I want to create a community where someone says to you like, hey, I saw that you were in some place last, how, you know, what's that all about? Oh, well, how can I be a part of that? You can join our community. You can join our tribe, because we all know that the people who take their health and fitness seriously are people who invest in themselves. And we don't do it lightly, right? Like could I cut out 100 and what is it like, I'm trying to think how much. I think we get like 2 bags of Shakeology every month because all of my kids drink it. Plus, I think there's probably 3 canisters of Energize that somehow miraculously show up at my doorstep 3 times a month. And then there's the greens. And so really, if you look at it, it's probably like a $350 investment in my house for me to be a coach. But I show up and I do the products and I use the things and they work. And so I'm just going to keep doing that. And I feel better than I have in years. And I don't even remember the last time I was sick because I just keep leveling up my life and taking care of myself. And I always used to think of coaching as, and I'm going to be really transparent, as filling voids in a pyramid to allow us to accelerate to the next level. I don't see it as that anymore. I don't care what level we are. I don't care what rank we are. I care that we are all working hard at our health and fitness goals. And the only reason I tell you to tell your friends is because I know that the best accountability and the best results that someone's going to have comes from being a coach on our team. And so what we kind of were dreaming about was having like a first quarter retreat. And we would have, you know, where basically it'd be like three days, probably somewhere over President's Day. We would meal plan for an entire, like 2 straight months. And we would teach you how to meal plan. And we would talk about how to, you know, beat some plateaus. We would talk about your schedule. We would talk about your routines. We would talk about your, you know, whatever you kind of got going on. That retreat would fully encompass your health and fitness, your healthy lifestyle. And then of course, create community on top of that. And every year during that retreat, we would pick the next location and hopefully we would make it all over the world and we would go everywhere and do all the things. And I just think that is a thriving community that will continue to grow, because the women who are wanting to be there are women who are a part of this bigger picture of taking care of themselves. So that's sort of just some of the things that we're dreaming about. I just kind of wanted to share that. You know, that's definitely how I think you can really make this grow into something that makes you grow and change and adapt and get healthier and leave that legacy that you want to leave behind, because ultimately that's what I'm here for. So any questions or what do you got going this week, or any thoughts, or what you got?
I mean, I'm just ready to start 645. That's where I am.
That's where I am.
That's where I'm at.
And you're doing the containers? No, you're doing Weight Watchers.
Weight Watchers.
Yeah.
I'm ready too. I haven't been working out consistently. Got to get the nutrition on track, and I'm using this as so I'm building too with MI too.
Right.
You will get things soon enough. We actually just got windows on Friday, and I have my walkthrough on Monday, and so I'm trying to use this as my there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Like by the end of this, hopefully, like I'm in my house.
Like that. I mean, I'm potentially could be in my house too. They say that because when are we done? October? That's when it ends, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a long time. Wow.
We're in this for a while.
Yeah, it was a long one. I love the long one.
78 days.
How many? 88?
78 if you do 6 times 13 weeks, because I counted it out, of course.
Because it makes me feel good. I'm a cat. I like that too. So,
No, well, I counted it out because there's something else that I was supposed to been doing, but I've been a scary cat. So I'm trying to get my courage up so I can do it.
Oh.
But I want to do 100 days of me and kind of go through my process, because many may not know I battle depression. So I don't just go through sad days. When I'm set back, I'm like really set back. So for the next 100 days, those are the things that I'm working through, the habits that I want to put in place, the thought processes, things like that. And I feel like I'll be more accountable if I force myself to show up and kind of put it out there, so to speak.
Yeah.
It'll make me stay a little more committed. So I kind of felt like the two could go hand in hand and walk through that journey, because I kind of feel like I'm not the only one going through that, because I feel like you are a really great coach, but sometimes sometimes you need to see some of the personal things that you're going through